Hello guys, welcome to today's tutorial. In this episode I'm going to show you how you can convert this old picture into a brand new picture. So without wasting your time, I'm just going to dive right into this. My name is Harrison Jr. and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, I want you to click on the subscribe button and turn on my post notification because you're about to get rocked and you're going to enjoy my video. So let's get into this. So first thing first, I have to use the clone tool and try to like erase some parts I can get my hands on, except this big white part that I know my clone tool cannot actually do anything. So I just have to like recreate that. But for now, basically, I'm just going to use the clone tool to take out all this little noise, dirt around it, and also I'm going to mark out this white area and I'm going to use the content aware field to take it out. Yeah, I see that works pretty well. Before I started this, I made sure I duplicated the layer. I made sure I had a copy, the original copy, and then the copy I'll be working on, just so I don't make a mistake or go back to ruin the original picture. So I just have to duplicate that and I just start editing. So this will take a while because I'm going to take my time to erase the. I'm going to try to restore this spoiled part of the picture. I'm going to use a clone tool to try to adjust that. I mean, initially it took my time. It was so difficult to do, but I tried to do that. So I'm just gonna uh forward this and show you a speed run how it feels, how it looks like when I'm doing that. So you think it's something I did in 1 minute, and why I did it in like an hour or so. So it took time to do this anyway. But yeah, we are. Let me show you that. So what I tried doing here was to use a solid layer. I was trying to get sample the color on this, the main color on her clothes, and then trying to use blend if to take out the black spot because I was kind of getting worried about the black spots. But it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. But I got an idea from how to do that. But I later scrapped this whole idea out. I just canceled it and started all over again. So for the big arrow over there, I have to cut from this part of her shoulder and this other part of her clothes. I have to trace that, use the lasso tool or whatever tool I have in my disposal to just carve that out and then copy and paste to the opposite side. Just make sure I blend it very well so no one would think it's so obvious. Transform, flip it over and just fix it there and try to blend it to match with the initial picture. That's increasing the size or adjusting it. Just try to make it fit and make it look real. As usual, I turn on my mask, increase opacity and turn on the mask, and I erase. It's so simple. When that is done, I went back to using clones. I cloned everything again. For the next step, what I did was to use the wand selection tool to just select a big mask so I can get this whole uh, selection thing going on, and then I use content aware fill just so I can fill in one particular color to the entire picture. This is because I'm going to use blend if later to reduce. No, didn't work. I'm going to invert that. So I'm going to invert that and then use the content aware fill also to try to this reason I'm doing this is so I can get one particular color in the whole picture, just sample the main color there because I'm trying to get rid of the black spots from my clothes. So I'm just going to use content aware field to sample the colors, and then I'm going to use what blend if. I'm going to use blend if to take the white area from the dark area and just make it one uniform color. This really helped me a lot to make sure this picture looks great. So you can see it's not looking so fine, but when I use blend if, it's going to really work out very well. So I'm just going to use max again to just paint. You can see I can take out the black spot. uh, I don't even really need it to blend if again because I'm actually getting what I want in here. So that's before and that's after. That is the change. You can see the change. I can't see this black spot anymore. So I'll just go ahead and try to adjust this very well. Take my time. You have to take your time. This took me about how many hours to do, so just take your time to do it. So next we have to get rid of that white thing at the back. So I'm just gonna sample this background here and just move it over to this part and just add up. This is basic simple thing. I'm just gonna add up to make sure it matches, and I'm going to duplicate that again. So I merged the layers and went back to my clone tool and used clone to cover up every part. I think I don't want to stress myself, and that was how I continued using clone. And I use clone tool to clone almost everything here. Just make sure I get out all these ir- irritating distortions. Let's say distortion, all these jargons, all these things around the body. So now for the face, I'm just going to carve out this part because I want to fill in that part. And I Control J and then just copy and paste over here and then flip it over, flip horizontally, and then just try to match it there and then use the mask tool again to blend the face. Make sure it blends very well. This is just simple. This is like the most simple part of this whole thing. So I just gotta use mild stuff. Yeah, exactly. I don't need so much. So that's how I did that. I went back to cloning again. Well, that's what I could think of at the moment. And until I selected this shirt and it didn't work. Don't mind the shirt, it didn't work. So I decided to change the color of this gown, like the color, change the whole color so it will look different in my eyes. So I decided to go for something blue, but looking like white. That's when I got the big thing, and so I adjusted the color too. The rest is just me trying to adjust the color and then clean up excess of the color around the edge of this picture. Just trying to erase all that out and trying to make it look original and adding more colors to it using saturation and curve adjustment tool. If I start explaining everything to you, we're going to stay here for like 5 hours, so I'm just going to cut that part out and explain. Next is content aware fill and applying shadow myself, and also sampling color from the clone. Just try to use clone 2 to edit some part again. And yep, that's just basically it again. Clone 2 saves the day. In order to get the final touch, I had to open camera raw, make sure I convert to smart object, and then open camera raw and then reduce noise and blur, make the picture look blurry. And I'm going to save that and also use the max tool to kind of like blend everything up so it will not look like I was trying very hard to edit this. So it will come out and make me look like the hero. I've gone through a lot of stress for this stuff. So here's the before and after. We're still working on it, but yeah, we've made a lot of progress. So next, on to the next phase. Next phase is still clone again, more clone here, clone. At this point, I should call this tutorial cloning. So it's just clone basically, just clone all the way, clone. And next, camera raw, and we adjust the color and try to make it look more realistic. You get what I'm saying? For the finished touch, I have to add a little bit of details to the cloth. And that is how we ended this tutorial. So here is the before and here is the after. And that, my friend, is the end of the tutorial. Please smash the subscribe button and turn on post notification for more content because I'll be putting out more content for you right now. So thank you for watching and see you next time.